Hey everyone, welcome back to Intro to DJing, and in this video what I want to do is talk about the sampler. So sometimes when you're playing a song, you want to trigger samples, and these could be things to hype the crowd up. You can have your DJ name, everyone has their, this is DJFriendZone or something. Somebody's saying like, these are called drops. So they're basically audio snippets that you would want to play during your set. And these can really hype people up. They can get annoying, so you gotta be really careful. But in this video, I'm not gonna be talking about when or where to use them, but how to get them loaded. And these are gonna be really important because we're gonna be using some of these for transitions as well. And I'll talk about that in some future videos. But this video is purely concerned with how to set them up. So what I've done here is I have this folder with a couple samples that I think you're gonna need. One of these is you have your standard air horn, which is a must. A sort of explosion or drop, this 808 clamp sample, and then this rising siren. And you can have more, but these are some that I think are good to start with. Those of you taking the in-person version of this class, I will provide these. I have permission to provide these in the course resources page, but those of you online, you're gonna have to find a way to find these elsewhere, but these are pretty standard and most DJ applications will come with these or some variants of these. But it's good to organize them. Find the ones that you use and you like and maybe even make your own, and then don't, delete the ones that you don't. So in most DJ programs, you just can drag these in, but in Virtual DJ, it's not that easy. What you need to do first is create a sampler bank for these. So we're gonna go under Lists and Advice and under Sampler. And what I'm gonna do is right click under Sampler and click on Create New Sample Bank. And I'm gonna just call this Paul's Samples, like so. So it's gonna create this bank. And now what I can do is just drag these samples in. Now the ordering here, when you do this, when I basically click and drag these samples in, what's going on here is this order that they come in here is the order that they're going to show up on the pads. And oops, these got duplicated. So I want to basically make sure these are in the order that I want them to be mapped from 1 to 8. So I may just have the air horn as the first one. I'm going to have the explosion as the last one, and then the clap as the second one. And what you can also do is click on these edit buttons and you can actually shorten them. You can play around with them a little bit. This can be really helpful because the way it works in Virtual DJ is you click the sample once and it'll start, and then if you tap it again while it's playing, it'll stop playing. So that means if you have basically a shorter sample that's longer in time and you only want a certain part of it, or you want to start it at a different point than its natural starting point, it may be worth clicking and dragging this to get to the point that you want it to go. You can also have loops, and these will actually change with tempos, but I'm not going to be doing that right now. That'll probably be another video. So basically create your sample bank like so. Of course, you can add some later. And now what we need to do is actually add this to the sampler. So what I'm going to do is right click on my pad select mode. I'm going to take the Beatjump one and I'm going to select sampler. So now this is the samples. And the easiest thing to do is you can kind of load this up onto the sampler channel. Now, if it doesn't work like in this case, basically the easiest way to do this is to go from Essentials mode into Pro mode, click on the pads button, and now you can select the sample bank that you want. And this will persist around the different views. So you just basically click this pads button and you'll see the sort of edit mode where you can select which sample bank you want. There are also buttons on your controller that'll let you cycle through these as well. And once you're happy with it, you can switch back if you prefer one of the other views. And of course you can trigger them like so. So I hope you found this helpful, and we'll be getting to use these in transitions and tracks really soon. So see you in the next video.